What is up, YouTube? Oh my god, my voice is destroyed. It's your boy, The Walk 71, replaced Tay with a 4, and I am here with my NXT TakeOver Chicago review. Now, before I get into the review, I just want to say the reason my voice is like this is because I was actually at NXT TakeOver Chicago. If you didn't know, I live in Chicago, Illinois. NXT and Backlash. I'm going to Backlash tomorrow. I've already experienced NXT, which will be going in a special vlog video I'm actually going to be putting together pretty soon of my kind of my journey and different clips and stuff. But the show as a whole, man, I liked the show. I really did like the show. Not even because I was there. If I was watching this at home on my computer, I would still enjoy the show because, you know, even though the card looked a little iffy, everybody on the NXT in these matches actually performed pretty well, and I can see a great future for a couple people, but we'll get into it as the show goes on. So we open up with the how most of the NXT takeover shows start. We start with a sanity match. Now, seeing this live, it's a lot of stuff that I was able to see live that I really wanted to. Just like Aleister Black's entrance for the NXT TV taping, and Sanity's entrance was another one. Because I just want to see what it's like, you know, them being in all dark and then the smoke and stuff. Actually, I thought the smoke came from like the stage, but no, they have like tubes running through the like the bottom of the stage kind of, and they have them coming out. But that's besides the point. Now, this match was actually a good match, a great way to open up the show and what to expect from the show. My God, Roderick Strong, I lost my mind. Roderick Strong, I thought this was gonna happen at first. Roderick Strong, his music hit, right? And he didn't come out, and I thought there was gonna be like a thing where he gets beat up by Sanity, and then somebody else is gonna come out. Hopefully, Cash Sono. But it wasn't. Roderick Strong came from the crowd, took out both Sanity members, and then went after Eric Young, and the match happened. It was a pretty good match. A lot of, you know, at first it was back and forth, and then Eric Young was like dominating a lot. You even got like, you know, little bits with Sanity distracting and attacking Roderick Strong. But the highlight of this match, honestly, which I didn't expect it to happen at all, Roderick Strong hit the end of Heartache, his most known finisher. Now, I thought NXT was gonna, you know, have him, you know, dead the move. He was just gonna go with the sick kick from now on. But man, they actually let him hit the end of Heartache. Now, I popped hard when he hit it. I didn't record the video because I didn't think it was gonna happen. I thought he was gonna set up for it, but he just did it. I was like, wow, because he hit the jumping knee, and I thought that usually transitions into a gut buster, then the sick kick, then the end of Heartache. But he hit the jumping knee and he had him up. I thought he was gonna go for a Falcon Arrow or something, and then he picks him up, throws him, and then hits the end of Heartache. I was like, oh my God, he hit the end of Heartache. If you don't know what that move is, look it up on YouTube. It's one of like the best, like one of the most creative and interesting wrestling moves ever made, because that move is just like a really clean move. We as a whole in Chicago were hot for Roddy. I guess those vignettes, you know, those "Who is Roderick Strong" really work, because Roderick Strong got a lot of good fan reaction now. So I don't know. I guess they're gonna do him with Sanity, maybe another 6-man tag match or something like that. I don't know. But the next match we end up getting now this honestly and possibly is probably one of maybe two of the matches of the night. And spoiler alert, the NXT Championship wasn't my personal match of the night. Anyways, we got the UK Championship match. We had Tyler Bate defending his United Kingdom Championship against the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne. And honestly, this match from top to bottom was incredible. They let these two men go at it, and the match was great. And it was even better seeing this live. Now I'm gonna watch it back on the network again just to see how it looks back then, see if I have the same reaction that I did when I was there. I just want to see if I'll have the same reaction. But this match from top to bottom, the counters, the reversals. You had Tyler Bate hit a jumping clothesline from the stairs to the outside. Tyler Bate did a spiral tap. Tyler Bate, oh my God, he had like a one-arm powerbomb. Then you had Pete Dunne working on Tyler Bates' kind of arm and then trying to, you know, sneak every move he can on Tyler Bates, man. Oh, the highlight of this match, though, had to be Pete Dunne going for the, I don't even know the name of his finisher, but he was going for it. And he went for the move, and I believe right when he was about to go for it, Tyler Bate reversed it into a DDT. And I wish I recorded it, but man, that was just incredible. Oh my God. Tyler Bate hits this one interesting move he did at the UK special on the network where he like throws his neck into the rope, comes back, and I believe he hits like a clothesline or something. That's just crazy. But and then Pete Dunne catching Tyler Bate in midair with these forearm elbow hits is just amazing as well. The one where I think Tyler Bate jumped off the top rope, he hit him with it. Then towards the end of the match, Tyler Bate goes for like one of those Undertaker over the top rope dives, and Pete Dunne catches him with it. Back in the ring, hits his finisher. 1, 2, 3. Pete Dunne is your new United Kingdom champion. And honestly, I knew this was gonna come. I knew this day was gonna come because I knew they haven't built Wolfgang or Mark Andrews up. I don't think enough to actually, you know, put them in a title contention like that. Like, they have good matches, they just need to be built up because it's been Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate have been the only ones that actually win matches on NXT. And then like you kind of have a redemption story for Pete Dunne in a way because, you know, he lost the tournament for the championship. Now he gets another opportunity, and now he had another match and he won the title. You know, Tyler Bate is still an incredible wrestler. He really earned, like, I like Tyler Bate, but he earned my respect as an incredible performer because this man hit a spiral tap. He hit stuff I haven't never seen him do, and I'm not that big on the UK wrestling scene, but from what I've seen on NXT and from the UK tournament, he's done a lot. Tyler Bate, I think he's a cool person though, because after the match, he gave us like a thumbs up right before he went into the back. You know, after the match, it was pretty cool. Shouts out to Tyler Bate. And the bruiserweight Pete Dunne is the Progress World Champion and the United Kingdom Champion. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Now, I don't think British Strong Style should take any pictures on Instagram right now. Yeah, now this also can be good because, you know, we have this whole thing with Tyler Bate and William Regal, like they freaking, not Tyler Bate, Pete Dunne and William Regal hate each other, and now William Regal can't do nothing to Tyler Bate because Tyler Bate is the United Kingdom champion. Like, not Tyler Bate, Pete Dunne is the United Kingdom champion. All I know is that was an incredible match. It might be match of the night, but the latter match in the main event was actually was good. So the next match we ended up getting was the triple threat match for the NXT Women's Championship. You have Asuka defending against Nikki Cross and Ruby Riott. It would have been a fatal four-way match with Ember Moon, but Ember Moon got a shoulder injury, so she would not be competing, which can actually work well with the storyline between Asuka and Ember Moon. So that's great. Yeah, this match was good. It was a good way for Ruby Riott to show that she can, you know, be in these high-profile matches because she performed pretty well. Nikki Cross performed well. Asuka performed well. It's just a good overall match. I just felt like I wish it was kind of longer. It felt like it was short. It felt like the match was short. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I feel like it did not feel, if it's longer than what I think it is, it didn't feel like that, you know. Yeah, it was crazy. You have, Ruby Riott hits a suicide dive, right? And then Ruby Riott goes for, I think, a leg drop and gets caught with a Asuka lock. Nikki Cross hitting like a reverse DDT on the apron on Ruby Riott. Then she also caught Asuka in the apron and just started hammering on Asuka's back. Like, that was incredible. Nikki Cross hit her little her twist suplex, I guess, off of the top rope. Not like off of the rope, like she had Asuka hung on there. She did it. Ruby Riott did great too. Like I said before, this is like kind of a coming out party for her, into trying to get her into, like, you know, like one of those NXT Women's Champion that could be a championship contender. Yeah. The ending of this match consisted of Ruby Riott going for her finisher, which I don't know the name of. It's kind of like the setup for the Lost in the Woods, but she does an enziguri kick, and then Asuka came in and hit like a sliding enziguri or something like that to the face, and she pinned both of them and retained her title. Now, I thought that Ember Moon was actually going to come out and give her like a stare down or something, but I guess not. Then we get the NXT Championship match, which was a good match, you know. I guess the hype more was just seeing Bobby Roode and Hideo Itami for me, because never seen them performed, because, you know, Bobby Roode's in TNA and Hideo Itami was in Japan, so you know how that goes. It was a good, I mean, the story behind it, you know, Hideo Itami is like, you know, been on the sidelines with injuries, and he's never got his opportunity to go for the WWE champion, the NXT championship. So now he got his opportunity. But man, we all popped hard in that arena when Bobby Roode came out. Like, it will be in the vlog if I can get it in there. Man, I think that's where I lost my voice, because my voice is like kind of fucked, and it's gonna get worse tomorrow when Jinder Mahal wins the WWE championship. Like, okay, so, you know, we're singing the Glorious theme song and all that, and then the match happens. The match was like kind of slow at the beginning, then it started to pick up, and then it got like kind of slowed down towards the end. And during the match, you know, I felt I kind of I don't want to admit it, but I was kind of texting my group of friends in a group chat, but I was still paying attention to the match. But it was nothing really that I was missing. Maybe I have to watch the match again, but I just it wasn't a bad match. Like, it wasn't terrible. It just wasn't what I expected it to be. You know, Hideo Itami did get his little hits in and all that, and I don't think, no, he didn't even hit the GTS. I think they're trying to protect that move as if he hit you with it, it's over with. Maybe I could be wrong. I don't remember him hitting a GTS. And then the ending, he could Bobby Roode actually hit a glorious DDT, and Hideo Itami kicked out. Then when Hideo Itami went for the GTS, Bobby Roode reversed it into a glorious DDT while still having Hideo Itami on there. He had another glorious DDT, 1, 2, 3. He retained the NXT title, but I also saw that he was holding his arm, which means, I guess, you know, Hideo Itami was working on the arm, which was interesting. So, honestly, what I can see now, I can see NXT TakeOver, I'm guessing Brooklyn. I'm pretty sure they're not going to go for another TakeOver in June or July. I don't think they would do that. It's no point. They just wait till August. You can build up a great matches for Brooklyn. It has to be Drew McIntyre versus Bobby Roode. That's gonna be the money match for TakeOver Brooklyn, or the next TakeOver, or the next big TakeOver, I should say. Then we got the main event, and honestly, this is my second match of the night, but I'm really leaning towards the UK match. This ladder match, the reason I say that is because with the ladder match, you know, it's pretty hard not to have a good ladder match. I mean, you know, to have a good ladder match, to me, you got to have those ooh, ah moments, you know, those so close yet so far away moments, those OMG moments. You got to have all those kind of, you know, incredible moments. And this match delivered on that. You had the best part of this match, though, was DIY puts the Authors of Pain on ladders, climb one singular ladder and jump off of it. Tommaso Ciampa breaking the ladder, Johnny Gargano and the other Author of Pain, I don't remember which one it was, bouncing off of the ladder. Another cool part was DIY hitting their finisher with, I don't remember which one it was, which Author of Pain actually hitting the move on him with like a ladder on his face or something. And Paul Ellering took a bump. We all popped when he took a bump. He took a super kick from Johnny Gargano, and it wasn't like a fake super kick. It was like on the chin. I was like, oh my god, like he actually hit that man on his chin with the super kick, bro. Wow, that was crazy. You had DIY, you know, trying to survive, but then you had Authors of Pain dominate, which is what they're, you know, here to do. People getting slammed into ladders, people getting hit with ladders, you know, and then Tommaso Ciampa hits a Uranagi off of a ladder, and that was so clean. I thought he was gonna German suplex. I don't remember which one it was again. I thought he was gonna German suplex him off of it, but then he hits like some sort of a Uranagi off of it, and that was just clean. And then the ending, you know, it looked like one of those moments, you know, because it looked like the Authors of Pain were done because they just both got taken out, and DIY is climbing the ladder and they're having their little moment, you know, they're about to win the NXT championship, the NXT Tag Championships, and Authors of Pain get that heat, kick the ladder from them, pick Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano from midair because, you know, they're hanging off of the thing, off of the the championship holder or whatever, holding them. Hit the super collider, power bombs. Both of them climb the ladders, grab the championships. Authors of Pain retain the NXT Tag Team Championships. Now I'm pretty sure they're gonna go feud with Heavy Machinery, which would be interesting. Then after the match, you know, we had a very little sentimental moment, you know, in the Allstate Arena between DIY. It looked like it's gonna be. It looked like they were about to, you know, say it's our time at NXT. It's time for us to go to the main roster, right? I'm like, dang, it's so predictable. I thought, you know, maybe they can do something else, and then they just went left field, and then WWE NXT just blew my brain out with a gun. Just like, what? Tommaso Ciampa turns heel on Johnny Gargano. And I lost my mind because I didn't think it was going to happen. I didn't think he was ever going to be that heel from Ring of Honor that I remember seeing. And we got a kind of a preview of it from the Cruiserweight Classic, that like aggressive Tommaso Ciampa. Now we're about to really get Tommaso Ciampa now. We're not about to get this PG NXT. We're not about to get, not NXT. We're not going to get this PG Tommaso Ciampa where he hits all his moves. I feel like we're going to get an aggressive Tommaso Ciampa. Man, by the way, what he did to Johnny Gargano alone should let you know what he's going to do in NXT. Okay, so he hits Johnny Gargano with 2 knees onto the little platform where the commentary table is. Then hits an air raid siren off of the announce table through a table, right? And Tommaso Ciampa just sits on the table looking at Johnny Gargano the whole entire time while Johnny Gargano is being stretchered off. No, the cameras went off, and then Johnny Gargano got stretchered off, and he's just sitting there. Then once Johnny Gargano was gone, he got up and left. Man, there's so many directions they can go with this. This could honestly be one of those. This could be a match of the night for another takeover event, because you can see the frustration. Like after their Cruiserweight Classic match, I see like little bits. I started to have thoughts that Tommaso Ciampa is gonna turn on Johnny Gargano soon. I don't know when it's gonna happen. I thought he was gonna turn on them at the last takeover, but then I thought about it. It's a triple threat match. It's a revival send off that didn't happen, but instead they do it here, which is perfect. You have this sentimental moment where it looks like they're saying goodbye, but Tommaso Ciampa does that, and the reason this can go well is because you can have this thing where Tommaso Ciampa has so much, you know, anger built inside of him because Johnny Gargano ruined his life. Just think about it. Cruiserweight Classic, a tournament, 32 competitors. The winner is crowned the best cruiserweight in the world in WWE's eyes. And eventually, you know, once we found out on the live special, you become the first cruiserweight champion of the new cruiserweight championship. And Johnny Gargano defeated Tommaso Ciampa in the first round, and it wasn't like a defeat where he had a finisher. It was like a crucifix. It was like a fast pin. And like I said, we started to get, you know, that aggressive Tommaso Ciampa that I remember seeing from Ring of Honor. And then he went back to being all best friends with Johnny Gargano. I was like, I know this has to be eating him inside, you know, eating him alive. Because, like, I like Tommaso Ciampa better when he was a heel, you know, when he's just aggressive. He just knees everybody. His aggressive chops, the powerbomb, lung blower, the air raid, sirens, like all of that. I really enjoyed when he was in Ring of Honor, when he was just like aggressive. And now we actually get to get him, which should be interesting. And, you know, Johnny Gargano would never turn heel because he has that underdog role. You know, that's just what he's portrayed as, and I don't see them making him heel. But Tommaso Ciampa as a heel, it's a long time coming. And it just really just answered a lot of questions I had, like who's going to be like the next like big heel. Because right now, you know, NXT has a lot of big faces they can push to the main event. You have Roderick Strong, because you see they're building him for something special. You got Aleister Black. You have Cassius Ohno, who they're still building. And then you have Drew McIntyre, who I can honestly see being in the title picture now. Hideo would tell me if they want to, or maybe they'll just move him to the main roster. Then for the heels, you know, you have Bobby Roode. You have Andrade Cien Almas, but I see them trying to rebuild him up to a better status as a heel. Then you have Sanity, and yeah, but they're like more like a faction, so it's like they're not really like somebody like that. But then you have Tommaso Ciampa, who has legit heat now because he went from being the most beloved tag team to taking out his tag team partner, ending a beloved tag team. RP DIY, you know, thank you for the memories, you know. At least y'all won the tag team titles before y'all decided to split up. Yeah, man, this NXT TakeOver event was amazing. Not only because I was there, just because it was an all-around good show, like I said. Man, I don't think Backlash is going to be better than this. I feel the Kevin Owens and AJ Styles match was going to be good. But, yeah. You guys know what to do. Like, comment, favorite, subscribe. Do what you do to support me. Make sure you follow me on all of my social media links down in the description below. Hit, right after you subscribe, hit the bell notification so you get a notification every time I upload on YouTube, because YouTube isn't working or something. There's always something wrong with YouTube and sub boxes and all the other garbage that YouTube can't fix. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Peace.